It's not possible. No one's ever been able to...
Hey y'all, this is Cyber Tony, or Kid Magician, here from Forbidden Squee with our lovely homemade background and my mats. Oh, let's fix that for y'all. Show them off the mat like this. Ooh.
Looks good.
Right now, what I've got to you today is my Cyber Dragon deck profile. It's something that Cyber Dragons are a deck that I love so much. I built every possible version, the rank 5 spam with Brilliant Fusion and the Power Bond version. But right now, this is just the version that I'm playing because this meta is a little malleable, so you can really, the power lies for this deck is what you can side in and side out. And so I'm just playing like what I think is correct, and I like that. So let's begin. And of course, you've got the trio of power, 3 Cyber Dragons, alternate art, secret rare. I love them. Typically, I use these in the Power Bond version, but and I like using other ones to build a board version. But these ones I think are more fun because I've been using them to like essentially win more often than the other ones. I just had bad luck. Like I either never see them or I always like banish them off desires. I hate it. Then in terms of levels, Galaxy Soldier, really simple. I mean, everybody knows what Galaxy Soldier does. Pitch a light monster, search another. Love it. You play hand traps to the point where you can pitch the hand traps for this. You don't really need to, but this deck, sometimes this card lets you go first. Next up is your one normal summon of the deck, hopefully, is Cyber Dragon Core. It's your search card that searches your search card that can search any other search card that you need, or any other monster that you need. That's pretty nice. That's what I like about it. You have to play it. Also, it's Machine Dupe Pool, which is great. You've got your young Cyber Dragon Herz, or Herz, I think in German would it be Herz. But I love it. It's Galaxy Soldier combo with this is +1, which is really nice. It's also a machine dupe target because you can just keep spamming the board if you can still summon this back off of Nova, and then machine dupe, use a machine dupe that you haven't used. Next up is Cyber Dragon Vier. I play 2. I don't play any dry. This is just good because even if you normal summon any other Cyber Dragon, this will help make Seiger, which you need to make sometimes just to like push for the damage or start making Infinity or just doing anything in general. Maybe like even like if you just normal Herz and then special summon this, or 1-for-1 Herz and special summon this, then you just have 2 monsters on board that you can contact with, especially if your opponent has another monster in the X-Ray zone, and you make Linkuriboh out of Herz, and then Vier will act as like the Cyber Dragon for you to like make a 3600 Chimeratech Megafleet. I play 1 Jizukuri. I like it better than Eltinen. You're already banishing enough off this deck, which is pretty hard. Like people don't understand that. Not to mention other decks are going to try to banish your stuff or just get rid of it with Call by the Grave, and that really hurts. So honestly, and I like this because if you Kaiju a Sky Striker, they have a main monster in their main monster zone, and then you can just pop off and just keep going. It's also searchable, which is really nice. I love that. And that's it for the machines. What I have next are the hand traps. I play only 6. I say that only 6, but you know what I mean. You gotta play them if you're trying to like go first or second. I main 3 Ogre. Ogre is just really good. You can pitch it off Galaxy Soldier. It's a light target. It's got a kind of a fat booty. I don't know. It's just a good card. You need more removal nowadays than ever. Because if you remove the firewall and they have no way to get it back from like the link boards that people are making or the Gumbler, then you can solidly like disrupt their plays, and I think that's better. Droll and Lock. I love this card. It helps you win because you just shut down entire boards. Like if you Droll and Lock at the right time and it doesn't get called by the grave, which it usually does if you're unlucky. You can just stop a Goki player or a Dark Link player from going ham, and then they just end with a mediocre firewall with a nightmare. And unless they have like any combo extenders, but even then it's like hard for them to keep going. And now for the spells. Triple Machine Dupe. I've got 2 ultis, 1 super. The other ulti that I have is German, so I'm trying not to play this deck. I'm trying to play this deck in English for now until I get everything else German, because let's face it, Cyber Dragon stuff in German is pretty, especially ultis. Cyber Emergency, beautiful, beautiful. The art's a little interesting. It's literally just a plane flying a lot of dragons, so it's a Cyber Dragon card. Wow. It's just one of those cards. It helps you search anything that you need. It helps you search. Honestly, like people play this so you can search. People play Eltonin because you can search off of this. I don't like that. Honestly, I'd rather like try to combo and get some things like that you can, like something emergency wise. And if all else fails, you have Repair Plant, which is your real search card that helps you go further. I only play 2. Some people will play 3 if you're playing Desires. I think 3 is way too cloggy, and if you're trying to return things, it's just a little too much.
But Cyber Emergency has the best Cyber Dragon art, right?
Yes, because it's the cyber and then it's flying around dragons. That makes sense.
It's perfect.
2 Instant Fusion. I'm not playing a lot of Instant Fusion targets. I think I'm actually only playing 1. So don't be mad at me if you see this teacher.
Panzer.
Yeah, I'm only playing 1 Panzer with it. You can play 2. I just don't think that's correct. Because most of the time, like, it either gets stolen or it's not an optimal play enough. It just helps you get a little bit further, and that's not everything that you need to do. Like, sometimes you need to open better combo piece of cards or search cards. Desires 2. People say I should run 3. I disagree, because then I always draw into another Desires. I still draw into Desires off of playing 2. I hate that. And
It's the true combo.
yes, it's I hate life combo. But this can save you in times, because I actually play Saryuja just for because it's like a weird flex, but I play Saryuja so I can sometimes I'll draw into this and then I'll rip it and then I'll draw into like 2 more combo pieces to go ham. I love that. And for the 1-ofs, 1 Cyberload, 1 for 1, 1 Foolish, 1 Monster Reborn, and of course 1 Overload. I love Overload. It's just I play 2 of the fusion that cracks back row, because sometimes you need to do it not only during the battle phase but during your main phase too. So if you overload and if you open Overload and Cyberload, and you can still then you can almost always crack your opponent's board and just destroy all the Sky Striker stuff that they try to do. And then if you're going first, which most likely they'll try to force you to, this is an easy side out card. If you're not, Overflow, love it, beautiful. One of the wish it was a quick play spell, you know, just to be broken. But it is really good. Not to mention when a Sky Striker player tries to MST it or do anything with it, and then you just banish everything and then destroy it, and then you get a search, which is really good. And that is it for the main deck. I love this deck so much. It's so pretty too. And then for the extra, whoosh. Oh. Don't need those. Here's my young token for Cyber Dragon Zane, because he's a Cyber Dragon, of course. Let's start off with our young Lynx. We play 1 Saryuja, or 1 Link 4. There are times when you make this, and your opponent's like, what? And so you get to draw 4 cards, and then still end on an Infinity, a Cyberload Fusion, and and then Cybernetic Overflow. So having this face down with an Infinity and this is just ridiculous, because your opponent can't really do much, because the Infinity is going to be like roughly 2800 attack. Not many people can just battle over that for free, and it's going to have a negate, and then you can just crack anything else with Cybernetic Overflow. 2 Seiger. Seiger is absolutely necessary. You have to play it. I love the card. Nothing else to say. Actually, when you in battle phase, when you go to Cyberload, you can use his effect if he hasn't attacked yet to make Chimeratech Rampage a 4200 beat stick. And if you're already overloaded or Cyberloaded, then you do that, and then you don't do that yet. You send 2 monsters from your deck to the graveyard, and you have a 4200 beat stick that can attack 3 times with Chimeratech Rampage. Genius, because we play Machine Dupe when we're trying to plus as hard as we can with Machine Dupe. Linkuriboh. Pretty solid. That's it for the links. And then we play for the Xyz, 2 Nova, necessary, 2 Infinity. People think this doesn't come up. It absolutely does. Especially if you're playing Magnet Reverse and other builds, you need to. It's just one of those things that you have to do. I play 1 of each Chimeratech, Fortress, and Megafleet. You can make Seiger out of them. This one is actually just better for the removal, but this one is better for, like, I guess if you go into go against Sky Striker or the Mirror, which happens a lot nowadays. I'm playing 1 instant target, the Panzer, of course. I don't like playing more than 2 of the instant because if you draw into multiples, it's dead, and it doesn't really help for follow-up plays because most of the time in this meta, they're just going to OTK you if you can't do anything. 1 Cyber Eternity. I make this at least once a day when I go. It's really, really good. It's really fun. It's also very beautiful.
It's nice art.
Yeah. It's got a 4K booty that you can just sit on that cannot be targeted or destroyed, and then cannot be destroyed by card effect. And then when you do, when it does get battled over somehow, you can switch summon to Cyber Dragon, which by then you already have enough combo pieces to just OTK your opponent. And then of course, your 2 MVPs of the deck, Chimeratech, Rampage. They just destroy spells and traps. They attack 3 times. Can I say anything more about this card? I mean, it's just... And plus being an Ultra is just absolutely pretty. I love that. The yellow actually really matches with the text line. And that's all we got for you today. This is Cyber Tony, or Kid Magician, signing out. But let me know what you think. I love this deck a lot. And if you ever want to duel us, find us at Forbidden Squee on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. Thank you.